Missouri, where a man died while trying to save a child who fell into the lake near the Crows Creek Cove.
Right, his name was David Moore, a 66-year-old St. Joe man whose family and friends are now speaking out about his death. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us here at 4. I'm Sharon Chen.
And I'm Zach Summers. KCTV5's Ryan Hennessy sat down with Moore's loved ones this afternoon and shares how they're remembering him.
David Moore jumped into Smithville Lake to save the 5-year-old son of his girlfriend who began drifting away from the pontoon boat. His family say that's just who David was as a person, and they just wish he was wearing his life vest at that time.
Yeah, he would be the first one to help anybody.
It's just terrible. It's like a nightmare.
Dave was planning for retirement next July, something he talked about recently during a recent trip to Alaska. Family and friends were out at Smithville Lake this weekend when the Highway Patrol was looking for David. They also said David was a good swimmer and were shocked at the news.
He was able to get the boy back, and another friend who also was the only other person out of any of them not wearing a life jacket was able to get the boy, but it took Dave farther away and pushed him under, and he couldn't stay up. There's an undercurrent. You know, most people don't realize the lake has that.
I just wish he'd have put his life jacket on.
David bobbed up and down twice in the water before they didn't see him anymore.
So we're waiting on the autopsy to see because my brother was a good swimmer.
David and his friends recently took that cruise to Alaska. They're happy they have those recent memories with the person that meant so much to them.
He's always getting somebody something. And he brought me this hat back. And I thought, well, okay. Well, on my trip, I bought him a hat. But I guess he's not going to get it. So.
David was a big Chiefs fan and was always taking people to the games. The last present he got his sister was a Chiefs shirt and necklace.
He took me to my first Chiefs game a few years ago. It was freezing cold, but we stayed out there and we watched the Chiefs and we met one of them.
David was the first drowning at Smithville Lake this year, but he was the 28th to die in Missouri so far this year, which is 4 more drownings than we had this time last year. So Missouri State Highway Patrol is obviously urging all boaters, please wear a life vest when you're on the water. Reporting from Smithville, Ryan Hennessy, KCTV5.